Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, a couple of months ago we designed a blank for a segmented blank that was cherry and koa and some white fiber paper. I'm going to put it on an Oxford kit. Well, I have made the blank and we're going to show that to you today. Two things. First of all, the blank that I finished with is a little different than the one that we see in the video. You'll see the differences, and leave me a comment if you catch the difference. Two, I don't care for the blank. I'm not sure I'm going to use it. Leave me a comment, if you will, on your opinion on should I put this blank on the Oxford kit. And I'll wait for everybody's opinion before I decide what to do. But I don't really care for it, and I'll tell you why in the video. Stay tuned, watch it to the end, and you'll see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience.
We need to do is I'm just going to use a razor blade. I'm going to cut out 2 pieces 5 inches long of our white fish paper. I'm just going to use CA glue to glue these together. I'll make sure I split it in the middle. Okay, we have our, I took my sandwich out of the clamps, and now I think I'm just going to smooth this edge up just real quick, maybe on my belt sander. I'm going to smooth up this edge just a little bit that we just cut off. Now we are ready to make our sandwich for our pen blank. And I think once again we're going to use CA glue for this glue up. Then I'm going to do it in sections. We'll go ahead and do this first half first. Let's give that a minute. I'm going to try not to use accelerator. We'll just let it dry. Okay, the way we designed this a couple of weeks ago, we were going to have this, then we're going to come in here with a sandwich here, and then we'll come back in with our end pieces. And I think that's still what we're going to do, but I'm going to add a little twist to it. I'm going to take it 90 degrees, I'm going to cut it down the middle, and we're going to put another one of these on this side. So now I'm just going to take it and split it again like we did here. Alrighty, I've split it again. Now we're going to come back in and just do the same thing. So our blank will be something like this. Okay, our sandwich is about an 1/8 inch thick. And if you remember, we said that this dimension needed to be 1 5/8, but that is including the sandwich. So I'm going to trim the blank now, flush at one end, and then I'm going to go 1 3/8, and then we'll have an 1/8 at this end, an 1/8 at this end. That overall blank will be 1 5/8. Okay, I've cleaned it up on the sander. And next thing I need to do, and this is crucial, is that I need to mark the exact center of the blank on the ends. Because with this design, it has to be drilled almost dead center. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mark a line right in the middle of that cherry on all four sides. Then I'm going to carry that line to the edges. Right, and then I'm going to mark it here and mark it here. And then I'm going to connect those. And I'm going to put a little mark right there. That should be our middle. This may not be the dead center of the blank dimensionally, but it's the center where these two pieces of cherry intersect, and that's what I want to be center. Okay, so that will be my center. And now we can drill on center. And this kit calls for a 10mm drill bit. Well, obviously with this kind of design, you have to drill straight through the middle because of our line. So I've got it set up in my lathe to drill, and this is how we'll drill out. This is a 10mm drill for this Oxford kit.
I'm going to take this second, and you've heard me say it before. When you're drilling segmented blanks, be patient. Be patient. Keep it cool. Notice I'm taking real small cuts. There we went. We went straight through the middle. There and there. With that design, that's pretty critical. Now I had marked the tube length before, so I'm going to go ahead and now I can trim it up a little bit. I left it long. You see, this is my tube length, and I left it long so that I could drill all the way through without blowing out the back end. So I marked one end for the entry, had it centered up, drill through. Now I can come back and trim. I'm going to glue the tube in from the end that I trimmed up, and I'm going to use epoxy for this as well. Now we can let that dry, and then once it dries, then I can trim it real close to where our other end mark was. That minimizes the amount of barrel trimming that I have to do, although you still have to square it up. Here's the deal with this Oxford pin kit. It's a single barrel kit with a black enamel coated cap and a nib portion. And although this is not assembled, this is kind of what the kit would look like. And I just don't think that this style of blank with this line running through it looks good on this blank. I think it would have looked better if this hadn't have been here and this hadn't have been here, and it was just a single continuous line through it. So I'm going to make another blank that shows off this pin kit a little better, and then we'll post a video on the Oxford pin kit then. But I just don't like this blank with this kit well enough to put it together. I don't think it will ever sell, and I just don't care for it. That said, it's a good lesson learned in designing your segmented pins, keeping in mind the pin kit that it's going to go on, the hardware it's going to go on. Try to imagine what it would look like. A lot of people will think this is gorgeous. I don't like it. So we're going to do something else. I do appreciate everybody's patience in watching, and we'll do a review of the Oxford pin kit with a better looking blank next week. And until then, thanks for watching, and everybody be safe.